play with the world, and I'm out again playing with the world on a new hike. And check out the view, I gotta show you, it's amazing. Oh, so beautiful, right? And this, I'm going up there, I'm starting today. You know, we've been doing a lot of work over the last few weeks. If you've been following the messages, there's a lot of digging deep, a lot of accessing our true joy, really removing things that don't work. And I gotta say, we're working super hard. Good job, all of you, for taking these tips and really applying them into your life, because it takes a lot of work to really remove those limiting beliefs and all those habits. And so today, this lesson and this inspiration is super simple. In fact, it's all about what we need to unlearn. All of the stuff we do piles on top, and we get to a point where it's like, oh, enough is enough, and we get so completely exhausted that we don't have any more space in our brain. So today I'm going to share 3 things with you that you can take out of your brain, completely wash away, and this will create more space for happiness and more space for which number 1 is that if you work harder, you'll be successful. Oh, it feels heavy just thinking about it. Here I am, fully standing in the moment, saying that this is not true. Unlearn it. The faster you can unlearn it, the more peace you'll feel. I spent the whole first couple years of starting my business, Play with the World, working so hard, working hard. I was working with the world, I was not playing with the world, and I was just completely exhausted. I gained weight, nothing was flowing. It wasn't until I relaxed and let the universe help me create my goals. So if you're working really hard, ask yourself if you're clear about what you want, because sometimes we try to hold on to the control. We feel a lack of control of, we don't know if our dream will come true, we don't know when it's gonna come true, so we work harder to make it come true, and we're trying to control our outcome, and we're trying really hard to make things happen. This is what happens when we have a lack of trust. So in order to really unlearn how to work so hard and thinking you'll be successful by just busting your butt off, your little buns are gonna get so worn out if you work so hard. The real truth of accessing your joy is to fall into trust. How can you trust? It's about trusting that your desires are on their way to you, that your success is part of your fulfillment of life. And so access the trust instead of really getting to a place of working so hard. Because when you work hard, you're exhausted and you can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor when they come. So stop working so hard, and now I'm gonna tell you to go play. Literally, take some time to play and watch how your dreams come true, your business grows, and you become more successful. So the second one that you wanna think about of what to unlearn is actually probably one of my favorites. It's super simple, and it's something we really, once I learned it, my whole world changed. And this is why I do the work I do today about being happy and helping you find your true purpose and passion. It's the belief that we need to unlearn is the fact that life is supposed to be problem-free and easy. Okay, let's just think about that for a moment. Life is about the experiences. Life is about going into it fully and really putting yourself into life to experience it. But we can't do that if we're thinking that our problems are bad, or we're thinking that these things that are happening to us are actually setbacks. The reality is, no matter how happy you are, no matter how successful you are, no matter how much love you have in your life, part of life is about experiencing the ups and downs. It's about going in and out of life. And when we can really allow ourselves to do this fully and be present in each moment, that fear that we're missing out, or that fear that something's not right in our life, or we're not where we should be, it subsides, it goes away. And so that's what I want to honor and have you really feel in the moment, is that if there's a situation or a problem that you're really worried about right now, think about it, and instead look at it, instead of a setback or a problem, what if it is a pathway? Because all experiences in our life can actually lead us to greater understanding of what we truly desire for our future and what we truly want for ourselves. Okay, and so the third thing that I really want to encourage you to unlearn is actually something that all of us do just because we're adults. So before I tell you that thing that I really want you to unlearn, I want to ask you and encourage you to think about a situation in your life right now, something that perhaps you really want, or actually think about something that is blocking you from what you want. Maybe consider what your biggest frustration is right now. Is it that you don't have enough money? Maybe you don't have motivation. Maybe you're feeling really unworthy of your desire. What frustrates you the most about life right now? Just hold it in your mind. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to unlearn. Because the reality is, so many of us carry around these frustrations and these things that are blocking us from what we want, that we spend more time focusing on these things that aren't working than what's working. So the thing you need to unlearn is the idea that our dreams need to take a back seat to our responsibilities. Oh, it's a good one. It's actually opposite of what you've probably been carrying around in your mind, because if you've been thinking about those frustrations, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough time or energy to do what you want, these get in the way of our dreams. So if we're putting the lack in front of our dream, then there's no way our dream can ever come true. So I'm going to encourage you and challenge you for the next week. Let's do 7 days. Think about what you really want. Think about what that frustration is, and take a step towards what you want despite the frustration. So if it's a vacation you want, put a deposit down. Just don't worry. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Because once you take a step towards your dream, everything turns around and helps support that. Because probably what's happening is you're putting a lot of attention to what's not working. So right now, things are coming to support that. If you don't have enough money to make your dreams come true, of course, you keep seeing situations where you don't have enough money. But if you have a dream, time and time again, this happens. I did this for Hawaii. I have a beautiful student and reader of Find Your Happy. She reached out to me and she said, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go to Bali. And I read your book and I decided, you know what? I spent so many years worrying about money, but I just put the deposit down. I decided I'm just gonna put the deposit down. And here it is a year later, and she's been sending beautiful pictures of her in Bali, riding and hanging out with monkeys and meditating in the most beautiful places in the world. And all it took was one step, because once she took that step, things really started to unfold for her. Happens to me all the time, and I know it'll happen for you. So unlearn the idea that your dreams should go behind your responsibilities, and put your dreams first, and watch how your world transforms. Okay, have a beautiful time playing with the world, guys. We live in a beautiful place, so go play with it.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness